All right. All right. All right. Huh. All right, so everyone at the back, if you haven't found your seat, please find your seat. And we're about to begin, so please make your way to your seat where you'll be seated very, 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 very briefly, because once you get to your seat, we'll all rise for the anthems, the two anthems. We have the national anthem, the Kenya national anthem, and of course, the East African anthem. So we would like to begin right now, so please help us begin by getting to your seat. Yes, it's free seating except for the ones that have stickers on the back saying for whom they have been reserved. I've used the phrase for whom in its right context. Okay. I'd like now all of us to be attentive and to stand up for the anthems. No, I need more energy than that. Good morning. Welcome to the Mombasa Plastics Prize Award and Celebration. We are going to do the celebration, yes, and the awarding will come later, but I'll tell you how we'll celebrate. Each of you will be aware of your role in today's events and beyond that. First of all, you have to appreciate that we're in a very beautiful location. Where else do you get a conference room like this with beautiful people and a beautiful view of the ocean? And it's a big part of why we're here. All right, my name is Yafesi Musoke. I will be guiding you through today's program. But there's another way you can also follow what comes next in the program. You can follow the agenda of the program. You see the tag that you have hanging around your neck? At the bottom. So you can scan that with your phone, and it'll lead you to a site which there's a black button on that site on which you click, and you'll follow the agenda very easily. Everything is there. You can see what to look forward to, our guests, and also the reason we are here. You will find out all that in there. Now, before we get into that, just some simple housekeeping for you to be aware of. If you need washrooms, at the back there, just next to the entrance, there are the ladies to the left and the gents to the right. That's obviously easy to remember because L, ladies, left. And then R, so the ladies are on the left, okay? There is water, as you can see on the side there, and the water is, of course, in glass bottles because we also lead by example. You have access to that water, only the water. So you can have the water, you can pour it into a glass, you drink it, but the bottles remain. And it's there for you. Speaking of water, fire exits. Now, you have a fire exit here, and of course the exit at the back. And so in the unlikely event of a fire, just calmly proceed to the exits, and also the staff will be there to guide you, even the ushers will be there to guide you. Whether that involves going down to the beach and collecting sand and water to put out the fire, we will find the tag, the QR code at the bottom of your tag helps you to follow the agenda. So you scan that with your phone, click on the black button that guides you to the agenda. But also, this tag is not just for scanning and for following the agenda. It also helps you afterwards. Please follow those instructions very closely. Now, we all know why we're here. Does anyone not know why we're here? It's okay, put up your hand. It's nothing to be ashamed of if you don't know why we're here. Yes, as you can see, the MC has taken the trouble to put on a suit in Mombasa. So, what I've done, I'm doing my part. Right now, I contain about 20 to 25% of the global warming in this area. It's all contained. Organized into these 14 teams. And these teams have been tackling the challenge of marine plastic waste in Mombasa. And we're here to celebrate them. Now, today, I walked past a sign just down here at one of the restaurants. It says, "Today's special." And I agree with them. Today is special. Because today, 3 of those 14 teams, will receive 7.2 million Kenya shillings. And say, no! So, they're going to receive 7.2 million. 7.2 million Kenya shillings. I said 7.2 million shilling. No, not do. We're not talking about do. Do! Alame mshangao. Do! Yes. 7.2 million Kenya shillings. Oh, yes. And now, before we get there, we're going to get into the formal program. We'll hear from all the people behind this great initiative, the people who've been part of the mentorship, or when they did their applications and everything. You'll hear all about that journey. And then we will get to the awards. But before we get there, the Brothers of Destruction. Yeah, you can keep clapping while they come up.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Primetime News, CNN.
From the bottom of the ocean, brought to you by Pono and Mkizi. Mpenzi mtazamaji, mimi ni mwanahabari zaidi unempenda, najulikana kama
We, makinika bana.
Sawa. Okay, mimi si Rashid Abdalla, mimi ni samaki wa pono. Sasa usilale usingizi wa pono, usitembee pole pole kama kono. Samaki wa pono.
Wapenzi watazamaji, nawaletea habari chemichemi za chini ya maji. Habari zitakazokuja za kuelimisha, kusikitisha na
Awesi badi Muksin bwana.
napendelo jina.
It's not your name, tumia jina lako.
Ni mimi mtangazaji mnaipenda zaidi, samaki wa Mkizi, ama ukipenda zaidi, furaha ya mvuvi. Naam, samaki tuko na mistari almaarufu siasa za wanasiasa wenye mikakasi inayokata kakasi na kufanya samaki kuwa kakasi. Hizo habari tutawaletea kwa kasi.
Vile vile tunaletea habari za takataka ambazo zimekataa kutoka katakata, takataka ambazo kundani bahari zinatukatakata. Utafiti umefanya zinaitwa plastiki. Na katika swali la leo ni lele. Je, ninyi kama binadamu mtafanya nini ili muweze kupunguza idadi ya plastiki inaingia humo baharini? Tuma ujumbe mfupi.
Asikiza wewe, si lazima utume ujumbe mfupi. Hizo takataka mnatupa huko baharini zinatuaffect. Wewe acha kuniingilia kazi yangu. Wewe ufanye kazi yako.
Sasa ni kazi yangu.
Tulia.
Tuko live.
Kuradhi.
Tuma ujumbe mfupi kwa nambari ya simu.
Naam. Habari za siasa. Siasa ni sherehe, na kama binadamu wanavyosema, sherehe haitaki hasira. Binadamu more than 19 million metric tons of plastic is being thrown away. More than 386 million marine species die from being entangled in that tactic. More than 8 million...
Mkizi. Sulisema tumeile news imepunguzwa, simplified. Hizo namba zote hizo natakelewa.
Sasa ni shida yangu ama shida ya producer?
Si ni kuende kwa producer.
Kuna itilafu ya mitambo. Tunaenda nyanjani kwa samaki mwenye mbwembwe, samaki hodari, samaki jodari.
Mimi ndo samaki mwenye mbwembwe, samaki hodari, samaki jodari. Hapa nipo katika makazi.
Naam, samaki hodari.
Mkizi nakusikia. Hapa nipo katika
unanisikia? Naam.
Mkizi nakusikia. Kama octopus, kwa sababu mikono yake minane mbandikwa jina naitwa octopizo namba 8. Utafiti umefanywa ni kwamba octopizo amekuwa kiishi hapa kando ya bahari kwa miaka mingi sana. Amesema hata hama, ndio maana kaandika kibao kinasema nitaishi hapa. Zimekuja zimebomoa nyumba yake yote, imebidi ahame aishi kwa majirani zake wakena Papa. Papa anajulikana kwa kumeza Jonas wakati Biblia akaitwa Papa Jones. Papa Jones ako na bifu kubwa sana na octopizo, na amesema ama atammeza kesho. Mbona tujiulize, kwa nini kesho? Ni kwa nishoke.
Ana kwamba karibu takriban ghorofa 4 za plastiki zinatupwa baharini kila siku, na ghorofa 4 za samaki zinaenda 444. Tunaomba serikali, wananchi na washikadau wote waingilie katikati, mbele na nyuma katika hili swala. Mbele, katikati.
Habari zingine ni kwamba ni habari za michezo. Hizi habari zinasikitisha sana. Samaki waliochaguliwa kwa Olimpiki ya baharini huu mwaka walikuwa wanapiga zoezi upande wa huko chini, wakavuliwa wote. Dolphin, hakuna aka, ni dolphin tu. Walikuwa wana mchezo wa kuruka juu, na sasa inabidi hautafanyika kwani sehemu wanapenda kuruka imejaa plastiki. Na pia wanadamu wamekuwa kitufanya vituko sisi kama samaki. Wamekuwa wakituchoma, wakitukaranga, wakitupika, wakituchemsha, wakitupaka. Wanatupaka
na rangi wako hawaitumii vizuri.
Hasa huku ndani kumeharibika, huku ndani ni kumeharibika sana.
Na maji yakimwagika
hayasoleki.
Lakini plastiki zikimwagika
zafanywa nini?
Zinazoleka.
Sawa.
Zizoe kabla zifike huko baharini. Manake kunateseka. Naam.
So, plastic ukiwa nayo unaweza recycle. Unaitumia tena kukosa na kuharibika.
Refuse, kataa kutumia. Because your lives depend on it.
Nataka kumaliza habari kama mtangazaji wa kwenu duniani. Ukiviona vyaelea, jua sio vya baharini.
And this is Jeff Koinange. I'll leave you with a Swahili saying.
And see your lives.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much, brothers of destruction. That's a breath of fresh air. Don't you wish all your news anchors spoke like that? Yes, they forgot to tell you where you can follow them. You can follow them definitely on Facebook. Global warming, it's not my fault, it's affecting me. All right, now we actually get into the formal, a bit of the formal part of this. Now, the journey of Mombasa Plastics Prize has really to right now invite from Challenge Works the program lead for Mombasa Plastics Prize, Naomi Whitbourne, to say a few.
Habari yenu? Good morning, everybody, and a particular warm welcome to our guests from the Mombasa County Government, our other esteemed guests, my colleagues, and of course, the reason we are all here today, our Mombasa Plastics Prize finalists. It hardly seems possible that I'm standing here on this stage for the final awards and celebrations, because for me, the journey started about a year ago. We acknowledged that there was a challenge. And we tackle a range of challenges using innovation at its heart. And one of the many challenges that we recognized is the Marine Plastic Waste Challenge in Mombasa. Many of you may know 850 metric tons of waste are collected every day. 20% of this waste there was a challenge. We all know that. But working with our partners, Kenya-based partners, as well as our amazing funders, USAID and Global Affairs Canada, we also recognized that there was a potential opportunity to put the youth of Mombasa at the very heart of the solution. And so the Mombasa Plastics Prize began. And our amazing colleagues at Swahili Pot Hub pushed the word out there, resulting in over 140 applications, as you should now see in just a moment on the screen. It was a tough job to whittle this down, but we did, and here we have our 57 finalists with us today. And since January, they've been on an accelerated And to be honest, it is with enormous pride that I stand here today, because the standard has been utterly exceptional. It has surpassed all of our expectations, and I really, really mean that. We had our pitchings, the final pitchings, on Monday. And the judges, our esteemed judging panel, have been blown away by the talent. And look, if it was up to me, we'd give you all prizes. It is that amazing. But We all knew this from the beginning. It is a competition. And
we
today
we
will be celebrating three winners in particular. But this is really important. This is not the end. For all of you, you have already won a lot, right? You have made connections. You have built networks. You have feel extraordinarily proud. More to come. Keep going. Mombasa needs all of you to help tackle this challenge of marine plastic waste. But look, that's enough from me. What better way to hear about this journey than the innovators themselves? So, this is a cue for the tech team. We're now going to hear a short video.
The beauty and splendor of the coastal city of Mombasa is world famous. However, high levels of plastic consumption are leaving a strain on the environment.
Plastics comprise maybe 80% of all marine debris. There's a lot of plastics on the shorelines.
Health is a big problem, especially low-income areas where they're actually breeding grounds for insects and rodents.
Through the Mombasa Plastics Prize, 57 innovators, organized into 14 teams, are tackling marine plastic waste within Mombasa County's informal settlements. These teams are competing to win their share of 7.2 million Kenya shillings to implement their ideas.
We want to save the marine. For me, I'm an enthusiast of the ocean. I am doing marine engineering, a finalist in JKUAT University. So basically for me, the ocean is, we call it Ocean Bay.
Ideas developed by these young innovators fall into three broad themes: recycling plastic waste, developing new innovations, and igniting behavior change.
So our solution will be designing the toilet bowls and seats from plastic waste and crushed glass, and we'll make them accessible at an affordable level, and they'll be more durable compared to the current toilets.
With almost 70% of the innovators residing in informal settlements across Mombasa County, teams have a unique perspective into the challenge.
The process we designed intended at first, of course, to build their knowledge and capacity, but then to help them frame problems in their unique context so that whatever ideas they actually come with can actually be validated as an idea that works.
We can employ people who are going to collect those plastics. We are going to take these plastics and convert them into desks.
Our target user is kids between the ages of 6 to 12 years, because in this plastic conversation, we've noticed that there's a very important group of people that have been left out.
The Mombasa Plastics Prize encourages young people to advocate for better plastic waste management in Mombasa and beyond, equipping teams with knowledge and tools needed to make change.
I've come to learn of the different types of plastic that I even in fact didn't know that they existed, and how as an individual I can make a change.
The journey has been great, from team building skills, communication skills, capacity building. We have explored, we have traveled. There was a lot of challenges, but we didn't let the challenges stop us from actually pursuing what we want to do.
With support from expert coaches and seed funding, the teams have the potential to make long-term change in and outside of Mombasa, and a bright future in entrepreneurship.
It would be sad to see these ideas dying after a few months or years because of a lack of capacity to be able to implement them.
There are a number of incubation and acceleration programs, not only just in Mombasa, but countrywide and even regionally, where the teams can still get further mentorship, further coaching to take those solutions to scale.
From where I sit and from the perspective of government, we also want to explore the possibilities of mainstreaming some of these ideas, but also linking them up to partners.
Get in touch and be a part of taking innovations to the next level at mombasaplasticprize.challenges.org.
We are helping you to help us impact a greater community and help us change the mentality.
We are looking forward to some creative outputs that will come out of this conversation and this initiative, but more importantly, we're looking to support this from the very beginning to the very end in terms of this journey of Mombasa Plastic Prize.
Can you hear me on this microphone? Because there's going to be speakers on this microphone. Well done to all the innovators and all the partners, everybody who has helped make this possible. Some of you, of course, were cheering for yourselves. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, when you're on the screen and you're in this room, instantly that makes you a celebrity. Yeah, so yeah. So you'll be signing autographs after this. Yeah, that'll all happen later. But as you've seen, just a snippet of some of the ideas, some of the innovations, the solutions that the innovators came up with. These are brilliant minds in this room. I mean, if it was me, I'd probably come up with a simple solution like, let's see, for climate change. Ah, yes, switch from Mac to PC. No, hear me out. You see, the Mac, as you know, when you delete your files or want to get rid of documents, you send them where? To the trash. But on Windows, it's a recycle bin. I said 7.2 million shillings. I'll let someone else come here and talk about the innovators' journey and some of the milestones they achieved over the last 5 months and even beyond that. So on behalf of Proportion Global, I'd like to invite
Chafesi, I think you should attend our classes. They're starting next week. You can be better, a little bit better at this. All protocols observed. Good morning, everybody. I think we're going to do a very quick ritual that we do with the innovators. So I hope I'll get a very good response. Shere, shere? Shere, shere? Shere. Wonderful, thank you. Yeah, my name is Kanana Pauline, and I am with Proportion Global. I've been the lead facilitator together with the larger team who are in the room, and we have been the implementing partners with our role being building innovation, capacity, business capacity, but also life skills, which are very important for us. And so our journey started in August of last year, and just as the designers that we were, we really wanted to understand how can we be able to design a program that, I mean, in these 4 months, we've been able to do the most amazing things. I don't think, I'd be curious to see if there's any case whereby there are 14 innovations within 4 months, and they're all amazing innovations. So a really, really huge congratulations to each and every innovator in the room. Thank you. Into these informal settlements in the sub-counties in Mombasa to be able to understand what are those perceptions and behaviors that the communities have towards plastic waste management, especially marine plastic pollution. And in addition to that, we also spoke to a lot of youths to be able to understand what are their aspirations when it comes to tackling plastic waste pollution. And after our research, we were able to design a program that really met the needs of the aspirations of these young innovators. And what the problems in those communities are, and design around those problems to make sure that they are meeting the needs of the people in the community and creating this amazing impact that we already started seeing within the first 2 or 3 months of the program. And so in January, we We formed groups as well. I mean, 60 innovators, trying to boil down into how can we be able to form the most strategic intentional 14 groups, which was a very, very, very great success. And then we thought about how can we frame the problems to make sure that we are actually framing the right challenges or needs in the communities. And at the end of the week, we also came up with these ideas whereby over the next month, they were to test whether, was this problem valid? Can this idea actually work? Which, after January, we took them through some non-financial supporting sessions, and they were able to think through how to be agile in their product, in their idea development. How do you work with teams? How do you think about designing for impact when you think about the social side, the environmental side? And most importantly as well, how do you think about designing for gender when it how can we actualize them so that we can be able to take them back to the communities in the informal settlements and validate or invalidate whether is this solution actually tackling that you're facing. So we were able to build some amazing prototypes. We'd invited some experts from all our networks in the consortium to just help them be able to develop tangible prototypes. We followed that up with another session of non-financial support, whereby the innovators now learn the business aspect of innovation. How do you think about your business model? How do you think about reaching out to your partners and creating of value between the innovator teams and those partners? As well as something that was very important to us, we usually say you cannot separate work from life. This work-life balance might be a bit of a scam. Had sessions that can be able to make sure that despite everything, it was a very learning curve, but despite everything, that each and every innovator is staying sane. There's harmony in between the teams, and even after whatever happens after here, that everything will be great. And after that, we found ourselves to the pitching week and the pitching day and the awards day today. But I'm not doing justice to what the innovator's journey those knowledge, that experience really was for them. I'd like to invite Hunter Njeri and Robin Kinu. Every person here is a winner, whatever happens. So good job to everyone.
So come on 23rd January, a group of 4 individuals, total strangers, and you've been put in a group where you're supposed to come up with a problem and identify the best solution. So as strangers, first of all, you had to create a rapport so that you can understand each other's personality and find a way how you can problem. So that's how it all started. We did agile development where every individual came up with their own problem and you sat down as a team to find the best problem that would solve. We went back to the environment where we did interviews to the community, and the more you went back to the environment, the more you came to find
development, community outreach, and all the likes. During the trainings, well, you didn't think that we'd get to use this in real life, but afterwards, then we got into the real meat and potatoes of the whole program. We went to visit communities, went to the informal settlements. We actually spoke to the people there. We asked them what their problems were. We sat with them, found partners, developed prototypes. It was very hard for some of us.
Talk about creativity. The first time we all pitched our ideas, we were like, wow, that's amazing. I wouldn't have thought of that. I wouldn't have thought of that. But after it was amazing to hear the ideas and see how creative and brilliant all the innovators were. And I'm really glad I was part of that journey.
Indeed. And for them.
We started out as strangers. Now we are tight-knit co-founders. Ah, how sweet. Like, you were just strangers and now you're business partners. Wow, that's amazing.
Another interesting one is that someone was saying that he has never been able to think that he can be self-employed and actually create employment for others within the local community out of something as simple as waste management.
This one is somehow sad, but also sweet. MPP made me experience and realize that there is life even after dropping out of college. So whoever wrote that, thank you to MPP.
Wow, thank you. I was caught off guard. I was caught in. It goes to show you one of the reasons why the piloting of this initiative is happening in Mombasa. Obviously, apart from the fact that the rest of Kenya has a lot of catching up to do in terms of availability of an ocean. This also just opens up minds across the country. Innovators, brilliant minds, they come from anywhere. Never be restricted by your location. You have everything that it takes to be brilliant. Now, we'll be hearing from the funders, we'll be hearing from stakeholders in the Mombasa Plastics Prize, and even how it goes from here. Where does it go from here after 7.2 million? That's what's up. Yeah, we'll hear all that, but for now, of destruction. Yeah, as they walk up here, I'll just probably give my own story, because yeah, make your way up here. Brothers of Destruction, part 2 awaits you. Helping with the marine plastic waste management, but that comes after Brothers of Destruction.
Mko sambamba? Mko welewele? Kuna hii mpya imekuja inaitwa guda guda, mwaijua? Okay, so I'm Artistic Galvan, and today we are with Tomic, part of... So, we are going to perform a piece inaitwa Mailman. So a mailman is someone who delivers letter, yeah. So today we are going to deliver a letter from someone. You'll know who it is. Enjoy.
Hii ni barua, a letter from nature. Hii ni barua, hii ni barua, a letter from nature.
So hello humans. Nimejaribu sana kupata nafasi ya kuongelesha, but nimenotice ni dharau mnanionyesha. Oh, mwashindwa mbona na attitude na waongelesha. Okay, wacha nijiintroduce basi. Naitwa Mother Nature. And let me go straight to the point. Najua time waga amupendi ku waste. Oh, muuliza mbona nimejua? Muuliza ni vipi nimejua? See the way you litter your plastic waste. Reason ni kuwa mko ina haste. Ni patience yangu mna test, si ndio? My a patient wa ugonjwa unaitwa pollution. Polima mnatupa zinanichoka, and I can see most of the times waga you are not ready for that talk. Nasikia mko na series inaitwa The Good Doctor. Simwambie Dr. Sean Murphy akuje anitibu basi. Ambieni Dr. Sean Murphy akuje anitibu basi. Naitwa Mother Nature.
More and more again, you're making me trust. On and on again, you come with your dump. More and more again, you're making me dumb. When you see, all your havoc is making me bleed. Why can't you see, all your plastic is making me sick? Will you see, all your havoc is making me bleed. Hii ni barua, a letter from nature. Thank you very much.
Wow. I don't know if you had ever thought of that. Mother's Day, sending a greeting card to Mother Nature. Now, if you want to know how real it is, like at any point, you can even look out right now. As much as there's an effort that's made to clean up the beach, even today, even now, plastic is still washing up on the shore in the ocean. That's how serious it is. It's real. It's a problem that's in real time. And so, at this point, when talking about the celebration, the prize, the awards, Mombasa Plastics Prize, we want to actually recognize and appreciate organizations and individuals who came together, believed in the vision, and actually put their money where their mouth is, like funded and invested in this Mombasa Plastics Prize. That's why we're able to say 7.2 million. That's what I'm talking about. So, on behalf of USAID, that's the United States Agency for International Development, I'd like to invite the Environment Officer, that's Anna Gunuli, to say a few words.
to enlist the Brothers of Destruction in helping me write my next speech. But they didn't help write this one, so bear with me. My name is Anna Ganali, and I'm here representing USAID Kenya Missions Environment Office. My colleagues and I at USAID and at the US Department of Interior are so excited this event came together, and we're extremely grateful for the support of Global Affairs Canada, our co-funder, and the hard work of the Challenge Works team. And when I say that we're excited, I really mean it, because this is the first ocean plastic pollution activity for USAID Kenya ever. So by the looks of the amazing, by this to come. Last summer, USAID launched the Save Our Seas initiative, and Kenya was just one of 14 USAID missions selected to participate. So this was a really big deal for us. Today, the success of the Mombasa Plastics Prize is a testament to all the youth involved. We've seen great innovation and energy, dedication and hard work, and definitely some impressive and creative prototypes. That's why at USAID, we've been working hard to find ways to support these prototypes into becoming formal businesses after today. You've proved that you want this, that you've earned it, and when you're given the opportunity, you will take it. So because of this success, because of all of you today, I am honored to announce that, drum roll, I'm honored to announce that USAID is ready to take your ideas to the next level. USAID Kenya will be launching a business accelerator program later this summer that will feature 6 months of financial and non-financial support tailored to many of your projects. And along the way, you'll get to share how your work and how your businesses are fighting ocean plastic pollution. So to all of the talented participants and entrepreneurs today, thank you so much for making the Mombasa Plastics Prize the success it has become. I cannot wait to continue seeing what you do next. On behalf of USAID, thank you.
Okay, so these announcements are being made here while we watch in real time. So if you were paying attention in the video that was played earlier, you'd have heard the CSO, Basil Muga, say it would be a shame if all these ideas were just, they stopped here. And now, yes, your wish has come true. So, hey, I wish I could make such announcement. But for now, the announcement I will make is that I am about to invite someone else to speak. The Director of International Development at Challenge Works, one of the key stakeholders in the Mombasa Plastics Prize, John T. Slater.
So my job now is to thank everybody who's been really key to making this program actually be a success. And the first group that we need to acknowledge here is the judges. All of the innovators have met, these amazing judges have pitched to these judges. These judges have been part of our process from day one. And so what I'm going to do is invite the judges to come up onto stage. So I'd really like to thank each of the things. So I'd really like Rahab to come up on stage, Basil to come up on stage, Asama to come up on stage, Joshua to come on stage, and Matthew to all come up on stage, and we've got some goodie bags for you. So please come up.
So without the judges, this couldn't have happened. But we innovated. Actually helped. Caution Global, the team. Everybody. Innovators. They delivered. And then we've got Hub. Hub have been our home. And finally, the people don't realize how important they are. Transpart. Now, next team are media agencies around in Kenya and local media agencies who've really helped us make sure that we get it all right. So we have a really nice long list of all of the media companies that have been part of this whole process. So I'm going to acknowledge all of them, and then we're going to have one person come up and accept a certificate of achievement for all of them. So I want to acknowledge KBC, National Media Group, Radio Africa Group, Media Max, the Standard Media Group, Royal Media, The Times, Capital FM, Bakara FM, Voice of America, Lowy TV, TV 47, Casa TV, Blue Radio and The Exchange, who have all been amazing. Hopefully you've all seen that level of information. So I would also like now to invite Michael from Media Max to come up on stage to accept our certificate.
Always in the lead, who you wanna be, I'm who they wanna be, B-E-A-U-T-Y-E, never seen so much rage from a queen, queen so strong, but she was a machine, girl, like a dream.
We have one final partner that we really want to acknowledge here. Baus Taka have really engaged with everybody across this whole process. And so I would like to invite on stage Dr. Tebe to come on stage, please. I think that's given me enough time on this stage. I really want to acknowledge everybody that's made this whole process thing. I want to also really accept and look that this is just a journey that you're all on. All of the innovators who have been part of this whole process, continue your journey. This is just the start. Hopefully you have all learned something out of this whole process. Everybody who's been part of it is so proud of all of the 57 innovators who have been part of this whole process. So please, let's put another hand to the innovators. We're all going to do the next stage now.
Thank you, John T. Now, you may have noticed some movement with chairs coming in and all that. Now, we will get to our guest of honor, and also I'll inform you how we'll go about that. But just before we get to that, like, you have all these innovators here. You've seen samples of their work in the marketplace, and you've heard their voices in the video. But now, who is it that helped reach out to them? Where did they come from? Who found them? And also, in this whole journey, mentorship was a key part of this. And so, part of that, actually, in terms of mobilizing them and mentorship, we're talking about Swahili Port Hub. I'd like to invite the chief mentor, Mr. Mahmoud Noor.
Yeah, good morning. At least this process has given me friends, including Naomi, whom I only knew after. Go and pick the governor, it's okay. I just want to take this opportunity first to thank Challenge Works for the trust they had in us, for the partnership that we've worked together in reaching out to our community, because the biggest beneficiary of all this are the young people. Not only the 3 that will win today, but all of them who joined it. In fact, they've made friends. I remember the first time when some of them were saying, we thought we will do our own idea the way we know each other, but instead we've been lumped up together with strangers. But I guarantee you they are no longer strangers. They are very good friends, they've connected, they've synchronized, and I know they will make a difference together. So for us, at Swahili Pot Hub, we just want to thank you, and I think what we've been thinking and grappling with is how do we take this forward? And you've given us through USAID a very good solution for incubating them for the next 6 months. But most important, even before that, already you have mentored, you have grown them, they are different people. I wish there was a video on some of them before and now. So already now they've gained, they've built networks. They are connected to different people where they whatever knowledge that they had, the sensitization through the community. And I remember what the deputy governor, when we were having the part of this at Swahili Pot, he was giving us an example when he was somewhere on Kuruma Road. Then there was a tuk-tuk. Somebody threw a bottle. Then he actually followed the car, and it came almost to the treasury. And after that, when the guy alighted, he just told him, can we go back where you are? And they went back and collected that bottle. And if you look at some of the innovations, like the one, I don't want to preempt and mention others, but there are those that are actually trying to bring behavior change from high school level, primary level. So I think if there is one big thing that we have all won as Mombasa and Coast and Kenya, there is more sensitization on plastics. There is more sensitization on conserving and actually keeping in mind that this world we have been given as custodians to make it better. Unfortunately, most of the time we are making it worse. But for you, young generation, as I finish, this world is yours. You are 75% of Kenyans are below 35. So if you see that us adults are rigid and we don't want to change, it's up to you to change and make Mombasa better. Asanteni sana. Apologies. I came with some important partners, Conrad Hilton Foundation. I just wanted them to come and see what we are doing because we were thinking of moving this forward. I just want them to wave. Elizabeth from Conrad Hilton Foundation and the colleagues Erica and Jennifer. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Noor. Now, we are, of course, going to hear now from the government. Now, this is the formal part. All these partners and stakeholders and these initiatives, well, it wouldn't be possible in County 001 without the endorsement and partnership of the government. And we will be hearing from the National Environmental Management Authority and also from the County of Mombasa. As they set up, we are waiting for our guest one to be seated before I invite the next speaker. So as they set up, I can actually tell you my story. Yes. You see, people wondering, Mr. MC, yes? How do you, what role do you play? You know, what's your personal contribution to the whole situation with the climate? Well, for one thing, you may notice that I have a very streamlined hairstyle. So, that means that I use less shampoo than the rest of you. So we have a lot less shampoo flowing into our lakes and rivers and oceans. All right, so there is that. But on top of that, as I walk, it's a lot more aerodynamic. Okay, so there's less wind resistance. That means that every step I take uses less calories than people with afros and all that, okay? Now, if I use less calories when moving forward, it means I eat less. Yeah, then now, what that does is it saves some of the Earth's resources. I don't need as much food per square kilometer as the rest of the people, all right? Now, there's also, I don't even know how to put this gently. You see, even the joke itself is recycled. There you go. So that's my contribution. Are we ready? We have to have the flag. Oh, we're not yet ready. Because I can tell more stories if that's. Oh wow! You know, one of the things that one of the innovators said in the video was talking about the marine life and the importance of the marine life. For us, we know we take it for granted. When we're in this environment, you breathe in, breathe out. You know, they say deep breathing kills germs. And obviously, the main problem is how do you convince the germs to breathe deeply so that it kills them. But when it comes to the ocean, they are breathing deeply in their environment, in the water. That's them breathing deeply. And so when plastic comes in and clogs their breathing, it's like someone just walking around and pinching your nose and mouth and telling you, yeah, let's see how you like that. And so marine plastic waste, the subject of it is really, really crucial to be able to maintain at least the deep breathing of the marine life, just the way you get to enjoy deep breathing in this environment. And so when I am signaled that we're ready, I will invite the Manager of Compliance and Enforcement at NEMA, who will also in turn introduce the guest speaker, the guest of honor. Once the flags are in place, then the suspense, The suspense. Everyone's looking at me. That's why I wore a suit. Huh? Apart from visual aid for global warming, yeah, it's also to be. This suits me also. I look nice next to the pod. I don't? Okay, fine. So, are we ready? I can invite. All right. So I'd like to invite David Ongare, who is the Manager for Compliance and Enforcement at NEMA. A warm welcome, please.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jambo. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as you've been told, my name is David Ongare. I'm in charge of compliance and enforcement in NEMA. And really, we generally manage environmental issues across the country. And I want to tell you, this is the fun part of environment, but working environmental management is very, very, very difficult. I'm looking through our incident line now. People are complaining, dogs are barking, leaves are falling into their courtyards, there are oil spills going on, but all of them as a result of our deliberate or unintended actions. So therefore, there's this debate about our responsibility individually, really, because everyone is looking at the government, the county government of Mombasa, the national government to do something. But I think it all starts with us. We need to appreciate the topic of today in the sense that plastics are very, very important materials. They have made our lives very convenient, and it is not possible to do without plastics. So the debate is really around the subject of sustainability. Upon the backdrop of several international principles, especially one that the MC has talked about, and the previous speaker on intra and intergenerational equity. The plastics conversation in Kenya has been very, very difficult. I remember we started this way back in 2005, and this sector is a very, very major employer in Kenya. Actually, Kenya was the biggest producer of plastic in the Eastern Central Africa region. It is also a major contributor for foreign direct investment and revenues for government. And therefore, to make a decision as a country, for example, to ban the single-use plastics was very, very difficult. We have had discussions with manufacturers and other players from 2005, and also residents association. And then we had this ban on single-use plastics in 2017, which was a major, major shocker for our environment. And I tell you, the day after this ban was announced, I was seated in the office at around 7 o'clock in the morning, and we had huge demonstrations. We were actually surrounded by around 5,000 people carrying placards. We are losing jobs, we are losing livelihoods, and so on and so forth. But it was also a decision point for the country. We needed to make a decision and also as a country demonstrate leadership. So things are moving forward, and we like the fact that there is quite a bit of public support. But still, the important issue here is the changing of mindsets. How are we going to re-engineer our mindsets? Because even in our own homesteads, including mine now, there are plastic still. Do we think about where these are going to go after we are done with them? Because Kenya is evolving into what we call a throwaway culture. And it's it's a bit of a contradiction that as we become more affluent, we also throw away a lot. And I remember we once had a mayor of Nairobi City County who said that when you have a lot of garbage around, it's a sign that people are living really, really well. It shouldn't be like that. It was, I think, Fred Gumo then, he was the head of the Nairobi City Commission. We now in the country have what we call the National Solid Waste Management Strategy, which focuses, the objective is on zero waste. We have also had the several R's being talked about here: recycling, reusing, and so on. And Kenya also was one of the first countries to enact a National Marine Litter Action Plan. And this is now being implemented through various interventions. The global community is also working towards a binding instrument on plastics. There are also conversations going on around issues of the blue economy that we all know about. So we are very, very, very glad here people are talking about innovations, how to recycle, how to upcycle, how to side cycle, and also set up material recovery facilities, and also alternatives to plastics. So it's not only just recycling these plastics, but what are the alternatives, feasible alternatives that we can use? So I'm glad that awards such as these ones really go a long way in inspiring movement along the path to a country free from plastics litter. For the organizers, I don't want to look at this really as a competition, but really a platform for inspiration. So to the 140 applicants, the 57 finalists, and probably the 3 who will be emerge winners, really many, many congratulations to you, all of you. We are all in a small way doing something for what we call future generations, whose words of gratitude we'll never get to hear. We are doing something for people who will thank us when we are not around. So we are glad to be here, and we fully support this initiative, and I thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now, our guest of honor is only a few minutes away, but in the meantime, what we will do is move to a part of the program where, remember, we're here to appreciate, to celebrate the innovators. So we will hand out certificates for them. Remember, the 57 innovators were narrowed down from a rather large number of applicants, and they've been trained. They've gone through quite a journey. It's been emotional. They have their story to tell. You can actually interact with them afterwards. But what I'm going to do is read out their names, and to assist us, I'd like to actually invite back Mr. Noor and Mr. Ongare, and also I believe Anna will be helping with the certificates, and the team will also help sort this out. Now, when I call out your name, we do have that African thing that we do, where your name is called out, and you look around, waiting to see the reaction. And then you stand up slowly, and then look around again, and then walk towards us. No, this one you come immediately. And so, we'll start with Team Aesthetic Plastic. Okay, that's a round of applause for the team. Steve Victor Kisilu Mutungi, Hamtan Jerry Nyambura, and Hamsi Bundo Mohammed, and Vincent Juma. Yes, when you shake hands, you let your photo get taken. Yes, and then you... And then as you exit, you go this way, through this door, because you're all going to go around to the back, where there will be a group photo. Outside the building, not the back of the building, around this way. So you'll go out through this door once you get your photo. Well done, Aesthetic Plastic. All right, out that way. Followed. Also, the other African thing we do, when we take photos, we tend not to smile. Smile, smile, enjoy the moment. It's a celebration. Up next, we have Team Bomber Hub. Martina Ayoro, Dennis Mwangi David, Moses Munene Wangare, and Bobby Furaha Nyambu.
It's my African arms, they will squeeze you, yeah. My African ears will listen to you. My Kenyan legs will run to you.
All right. Next up, we have the Twende Green Ecocyclers. Churchill Murioki, Faraj Ramadan Abdi, Zainab Mahmoud Aidarus, Lawrence Kiprop Koske, Churchill, and Aman. Which order? Is that? Yeah, okay. That's Abdi. Faraj Abdi, yeah. Faraj Abdi. Churchill. Then Lawrence. And so when you go out, you'll be out there getting a group photo, a team photo, and then a group photo for all of you, like all the innovators together. Am I holding this microphone? I have a microphone right here. Okay, and up next we have EcoPrint. EcoPrint. So we have Your Gracious Takadala, Dafo Dowino, Gabriel Mwangongure, and Josephine Nadongo Ochola.
I wanna be rich, I wanna be famous, I wanna have lots of money. It's all about the clouds. I wanna be free, like Nelson Mandela. Stand tall like a pyramid, so courageous. No place I'd rather be. There's no place I'd rather be. Live and die in Africa. I wanna live and die in Africa.
That's EcoPrint. Up next, we have the Go-Getters / Sim Recyclers. Anthony Borura Akara, Winston Bahati, Philomena Zimbo Maganga.
History, make my mama proud, the jack of the berry.
Anthony is first. All right.
Nasichoke nyumbani, mwacha bila mtumwa. No place I'd rather go to.
Yeah, that bass line you're hearing is actually me. As I do beatboxing, that also helps save the environment, saves an electricity. All right. Then we have the Eco Redemptors or Eco Redemptors. Philomena Mugonikangeze, Francis Aute Ocheng, Atuman Riziki Nasoro, and Kevin Ocheng.
Shetani mwana ibilisi kipugi uchungu mwana nyuma umecheza kishundundu kwenye siku una kirungu usikamata utawaita wazungu babu mkuna na achuta makishinani na msuli wa kiongoa mambo
Remember, all the innovators, when you get your certificate, you go out through this door, the door to my right, to go round to the back and then get the group photos. All right, up next we have Rafiki Peps, Terry Akech Okwanyo, Inga Karo Ojijo, Mohammed Chai Athman, and Priscilla Washaranje here. Terry. Inga Ojijo is next. Then Mohammed. Focus. All right. Give it up for Rafiki Peps. And next we have Santik. That's Hassan Abdul Karim Ahmed, Edna Wanjiru Kagongo, Fatuma Ali Bakari. It's okay, you can come walking with the groove. It just, if it enters, just walk, just do it. All right. Now, next we have Plastic. That's Samuel Onyango Omondi, James Alosi, Bombori, Abu Osama Said, Robin Kinuthia Karaoke, and Zubeda Khalifa. Next up, we have okay, sorry, Oceania Pisata, Odibotoni, Beatrice Damakasena, Hanifa Hassan, and Lucy Atieno Ondere. All right. Up next we have Team Furies with Diana Wambui, Rose Wambui Njenga, Grace Gitao, Valentine Gechiko, and Veronica Nzu. . Don't forget, after you get your certificates, this is the door we're using to go around. All right, moving it along swiftly, now we have Eco Building Solutions, where we have Kelvin Yegon, Teddy Yenzende, and Diana Nyakio Murithi and Daystar Wangoi. All right, and now we have Power Bundle, or you could call them Coco Huru. We have Lorraine Katoni, Esha Abubakar Ali, Malcolm Dungu, and Javan Mgendi. All right. Up next we have Think Blue, Go Green. Mercy Nyaka. Then there's Naomi Chepkoech, Khadija Aidarus, and John Nyakesa. And then finally, we have an individual finalist. We have Esther Ogoti. All right. Josephine Ochola. Is Josephine Ochola here? Your certificate has not been collected. This is not Josephine Ochola. Okay. So, we'll keep, thank you very much. We'll keep the certificate for Josephine. Now, immediately after all these, I think the last photo is being taken once Esther joins them, and then the innovators will come back in. In fact, they should come back in now, because now we are about to hear from the office of the governor. And so once that photo is taken, you know, one incentive for them to come back in quickly is the air conditioning. So yeah, because out there they're going to feel the effects of climate change. So they'll come in once the ushers are ready. Then as the lectern is set up, we'll hear from the office of the governor. All right. DJ, you can put up the volume as the innovators come in. Yes, please get to your seats as quickly as possible so that we can move forward with the program. Okay. We're ready now to proceed, because after this we're going to go into awards. But of course, before we get there, remember I talked about government endorsement, and the government of the County of Mombasa is indeed a crucial stakeholder in this. And so we now call your attention to the front. Oh, actually, I know how to get your attention. 7.2. Ah, Posasa. 7.2, what? Ah, yes, thank you very much. So now, to speak to you on behalf of the Office of the Governor, I'd like to call up the CEC Youth, Gender, Sports and Public Administration, Mr. Ken Ambani.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. I know we started very early in the morning. Some of us were running somewhere else for the sake of the public that we serve. You're good? I am always mesmerized and happy when I see young people smiling and really enjoying themselves, because this is what we are called upon to do, to make sure that we grow a great, smiling future generation that will take over after us. Well, it was not my day to give a speech, so I'll keep mine to myself for the time being. But all protocols observed, His Excellency the Governor passes his sincere apologies, because he was actually on his way here. And as you know how government works, at one point in time, a phone call comes in and it basically changes the whole schedule that you had for the day. So he called me and asked me to sincerely apologize on his behalf, because he would really have loved to be here and support the young people that he's so passionate about. So without further ado, I will go straight to his speech, which he was to read personally. But unfortunately, like I said, he's not able to do it. My name's Ken Ambani. I am a good actor, like my brother here. I am the Public Service Administration, Youth, Gender, Sports, and Social Services, CEC, in Mombasa County. So these are remarks for the Mombasa Plastics Challenge, prized by His Excellency Abdul Somad Sharif Nasser, the Governor, Mombasa County, at English Point Marina on this day, 18th May 2023. First of all, I'll start with salutations. The Principal Secretary, Festus Ngeno, not so sure whether he's here, Director General Nema, Mamo Bimamo, Director USAID, Aurelia Michael, Naomi Whitman, and John Tislata of Challenge Works, Challenge participants and stakeholders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. Again, good morning. No, actually, it's afternoon. Good afternoon. It is with great pleasure to grace this remarkable event to award innovation and talent that helps us solve very important crises we are facing, not just as a country, but as a planet, which is plastics pollution. As I look around the room, and I'm looking around the room on his behalf, this afternoon or rather, I see many young and bright faces and filled with much pride that our young generation are determined to solve some of the complex challenges we face as humanity while seeking economic empowerment. As the late Wangari Maathai once said, the environment and the economy are really two sides of the same coin. If we cannot sustain the environment, we cannot sustain ourselves. A statement that I strongly believe to be true. As I begin, I want to tell you a short story of something that we experienced here in Mombasa County a few weeks ago that reinforces the importance of protecting our environment and ensuring effective, solid waste management. In April, the Meteorological Department put out a communication to alert the country on heavy downpour. I think we all know that. Prior to this, a few months, when I took office as the governor of Mombasa, I began the Mombasa Yangu program. A program that at first was to engage unemployed youth, into meaningful work and promote community service. In December 2022, we commissioned 2,000 youth to embark on street cleaning exercises with weekly stipend to help us as the county government not only to keep idle youth engagement, but also clean up our city. Additionally, my deputy, His Excellency Francis Thoya, took up the role to shut down illegal dump sites around Mombasa County. This was part of my 100 days in office rapid results initiative. Fast forward to April 2023, we launched phase 2 of the Mombasa Yangu program, where 2,300 youths deployed on our streets to help elevate illegal dumping and support the county to keep the city clean. In the same month, April, we received an alert from the Meteorological Department regarding heavy downpour expected across the country, which included Mombasa, of course. On 22nd of April, videos and images began to circulate on social media on the flooded areas across the city as a result to the rains. However, the flooded roads began to clear up on their own, especially in the city. Our disaster management teams, which Kenambani headed, as well as Mombasa Yangu youths, were deployed to unclog the drainages, which were mostly clogged by plastic waste, to allow storm water to flow. We averted a bigger crisis of flooding due to the impact of Mombasa Yangu youth, cleaning the city since December and unclogging the drainages. Although this is not the only solution to flooding, I'm glad to have seen a significant change in the city, and thanks to the hard work of youths in the Mombasa Yangu program. A key lesson here is that we cannot protect and preserve our environment unless we empower people. I, from the bottom of my heart, applaud Challenge Works, USAID, and the Government of Canada, who have taken the initiative to empower young innovators from Mombasa and encourage innovation to solve the challenge of plastic waste. A key lesson here is that we cannot protect and preserve our environment unless we empower people. I applaud the same people and encourage them to keep on doing the innovative work that they're doing so that we continue solving this problem. Solid waste management is at the center of my vision, to make Mombasa a clean and smart city for all. I'm glad to say we have a solid waste management policy that will guide our actions towards waste management. Additionally, we have partners with JICA, Clean City Initiative, that aims to benefit 500 million citizens in 50 countries by 2030 to address water, waste, and air pollution problems to create clean cities. So far, the Department of Environment, which is headed by His Excellency, the Deputy Governor, is leading the charge to promote an effective and efficient system for a sustainable, clean, and green environment to the residents of Mombasa County. The sectors of priority include, one, enhancement of service delivery, including but not limited to, improve on provision of tools, apparatus, and safety equipment, technological and innovation adoption, policy advocacy, and community civic engagements, enhance on resource revenue. To enhance compliance to environmental regulations and environmental conservation by reviewing environmental policies, building capacity in environmental surveillance and technology, equipping and modernizing enforcement units, like the one that was at the forefront of pushing for cleaning up the drainages. 3, improvement of solid waste management by increasing citizen awareness and sensitization. I'm glad to see that 62 community sensitization sessions have been held through the Mombasa Plastics Prize. This will ultimately help us enhance waste segregation at the source. In essence, what he's trying to say is we who are seated here become now ambassadors of this great initiative. And as we go out there, let's not leave it without pushing it out there so that it becomes part and parcel of us within Mombasa County. Well, we aim to modernize our waste collection fleet, establish a waste to energy plant to promote circular economy. As I conclude, I would like to congratulate all the participants, the finalists in the challenge prize, for exerting themselves to solve such a critical challenge to our environment. I pledge our commitment as the county government to continue to support and work with you to make our county clean and sustainable. I will repeat that statement, the last sentence. I pledge our commitment as the county government to continue to support and work with you to make our county clean and sustainable. And when the governor speaks, we don't add a full stop. So thank you very much. God bless us all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ambani. Hey, now, just a simple question. The live stream is good, yeah? It's running smoothly? Good, because you had, he endorsed me right there. He said I'm a good actor. Just to check if the live stream was working. I don't know. You know, we just have to check on these things. Okay, so now we're going to get to the part that you've been waiting for. Where 7.2, wrong response. 7.2, Sasa, yes, that is coming up. Now I'm going to let you know how it goes so that we run it smoothly. Now there will be some trophies that will come up here. You'll see them, they'll be brought up here. And we don't just bring them up like, you know, like us having a beverage. We have a special way of bringing them up. Okay, that's coming up. Now, we will announce the winners. There are 3 winners in the whole, out of the 14 teams, there are 3 teams that will win their share of 7.2. So there'll be each of the winners. If I announce, say, the winner is Yafesi Musoke. So what happens is, you come up. Now, Mr. Ambani and Anna Ginuli will be up here. They'll be presenting the trophies to you. So when you come with your team, you receive the trophy, pose for a photo. I believe there'll also be a dummy, yes, there'll be a prop. You will see the prop itself. It'll be presented. So you take that photo, and then a representative of the team, whether it's the team leader or whoever you may select, will give some remarks for 1 minute or less. I'll be standing there, and I might make a weird noise if you go beyond 1 minute, and then the live stream will record that noise. So you have 1 minute. So that'll happen. Okay, we'll call the third place, second place, same photo, shake hands, and then 1 minute to speak. And then now the next one, and then we announce all that. And so, for now, you're wondering, what trophies dost thou speaketh of? Well, I speaketh of the trophies that are coming now. It's okay. That's hey, hey, hey. You can do better than that. Oh, yes. And now the trophies are here. Uh-huh. One thing, in case you're new to these trophies, you've seen the colorful trophies. They're actually made of recycled materials. These are, yes, party, slippers, flip-flops, whatever you want to call them. Some of them have been, yes, even that is found in the ocean as people throw them out or fall off boats and then get back into the boat and the slippers are left in the ocean. But there's a company that does recycling of this. It's called Ocean Soul. They make all these wonderful sculptures of marine life. So they also raise awareness about the endangered species and the species that we need to preserve, which is a big part of what Mombasa Plastics Prize is all about. But you've heard enough of my speeches. Now it's time to award the winners. Now, to help me do that, I'd like to invite to stand to my left, Anna Gnuli on behalf of USAID and Mr. Kenambani to come and stand and represent the governor and the government of the County of Mombasa. And so, now, the suspense. You know, I'm nervous for you, and yet I have the names here. So, remember, we're giving these winners their share of 7.2 million shillings. In third place, the third place winners are Oceania Peace Setters. Okay. Now, you have someone to speak on behalf of the team.
I'm so happy. It has not been that easy. I'm Lucy and I'm the team lead of my group. Our former name was Team Baba, if you all know that. It is so great. It has been a journey. Tumepigana, not that easy. When I see this, I remember that day we celebrated Bostaka at Weston Hotel. You were the only guys in Mombasa to celebrate her. And I'm so happy. There were 4 innovators in that bench, and we are seeing ourselves in the same bench. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And even to our coach, Madam Lavender, may God bless you so much. Not to forget Swahili Hub. MPP has made me to know Swahili Hub. Huyo mzee tumemsumbua kama kitu wengine. Hatushiki. And thank you so much, MPP. This is now a future to us. And for those who are not winners, we are still friends and neighbors. Thank you so much.
Now later when all the winners have been announced, they will all come later to do a group photo, but congratulations to Oceania Pace Setters. Hey. Now, the second place prize, I need to stretch, goes to Eco Redemptors. Wait. Wow. All right. We'll speak on behalf of the team.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm so excited to be here. I didn't expect this. But first of all, I want to thank God. He has been on our side. I want to thank the organizers and the funders of MPP. We really appreciate. I want to thank our team, beginning with our team lead in absentia, Madam Philomena Mudoni. She has offered us very great leadership, and we are really proud of her. To our coach, we really thank you, Madam Grace. Asante sana. To our partners, one of them is Baustaka. Tunawashukuru sana. I don't have much to say. Mengi tutasema baadaye. Asanteni sana.
Congratulations. All right. And now, oh, but by the way, those checks, don't take them directly to the bank, because those are not the real ones. Yeah. You'll be asked many questions which you can't answer. So, now we come to first place. The overall winners. All right. In first place, congratulations to Twende Green Ecocycle. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for all the support that you have shown us. Thank you, MPP, and our coach, and everyone who was there in our journey. It has been a great journey, and this wouldn't have been possible without my team. We were such a great team. We never gave up, even though the challenges were so hard. We never gave up, and when we thought we were going to fail, we always pick up something and moved on. It's such a great honor to receive this award, and we are so happy, we are so thankful, we are so grateful. Thank you, FPP.
Congratulations. Hey, 20 Green Eco Cyclers. I'd like to call the other two teams for a group photo, the other two, second place and third place winners, so we can all have the group photo. And then they will do media interviews here after this. But first we do the group photo. Hey, congratulations, people. Yes, there's something for you. All right. We're good? Okay, so now you may take your seats. As for Mr. Ambani, we have an appreciation for you as well.
So we wanted to give this to you, to give to the governor. So this is what we've been done as part of MPP, so that he has something to remember us by. And the thing, so we would like you to offer this as a gift to him, please, as a gift of appreciation. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wow. This journey has been an amazing, amazing journey. Now we've awarded 3 winners, but don't forget, as was announced up here, you heard it here first. All the finalists will have the opportunity to apply to be part of the Mombasa Plastics Prize Incubator. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you to all the stakeholders and funders and partners. And also everyone in here, you can actually support, you can help support, take the finalists or take their ideas to the next level. It does not end here. Now, after this, we will proceed to the meal. Now, at the registration desk, you know, when you had the tags and everything and all, you'll be given meal vouchers, which you can pick up there, and then you'll proceed to your meals. But there are a lot of people who need to be thanked and appreciated and recognized for the work they've done into bringing this to be. And in order to help us with the thanks and thanksgiving and thank you and the voting thereof, I'd like to invite Mary Gitari on behalf of Brand Spark.
The curtain is really closed for this particular phase of the prize, but we are so excited that there is a phase 2. Did I hear a clap for that? As Naomi said, as you were thinking about how long it took to just come to this point, it really fills me with a lot of reflection. And I want to ask everyone here to just think about 3 things that this event has taught you, or being part of this whole experience has taught you. For me, what I'm taking home today is that in 6 months, a lot has happened. Think about 6 months. there's a baby who was born and they're now weaned, right? In random other places, a king was coronated. And ladies and gentlemen, 3 teams have been awarded 7.2. So my take-home points over the last 3 months have been that it's in trying to do that you start. You have to believe that you can try for you to start. We started out with calling for applicants. Do you remember Swahili Pot's work and the outreach that they did? All of you here decided that you are going to put in your hat in the game, and you tried to do this. And I really feel like all of us should take that lesson home. Try hard things. You never know where it could lead you. And it's in believing that you become. All of us believed that we could get to this stage. I hear one of the finalists saying that they never knew that they would be standing here giving this winning speech. And it's in doing that you grow. All of us here have grown. One of the first statements that was on the MPP application form is that we're looking for leaders in Mombasa. Who here thought they were a leader before they started this process? Yeah? No hands? No hands? Okay. But now, who thinks they are a leader? These are the leaders that we were looking for, and we're so, so, so proud of you. And it's in community that you thrive. Is there anyone here who could have done this by themselves? Any team that thought that they didn't need their team members? No, we all need communities to be able to thrive, and we're so grateful. So that's why we are grateful for the community that has brought us here. We're grateful for each and every person that has spent time and effort, the brains and the hands that have made this come to work. So it's not just the innovators, but each and every one of you here today. So we're grateful, and we thank everybody for being part of this event. We ask you to join us. Please watch not just the live stream, share this story on all your platforms, and let everybody know that it is possible because you believed. Bye.
Thank you very much, Mary. And now we've actually come to the end of the formal part. Now, how we're going to do this, there's still a lot of excitement and energy buzzing in the audience, yes. But we're going to do this in an orderly manner. So what we will do is we will allow our esteemed, our honored guests to leave first. So they'll go out that way. So you will still remain seated as our guests leave. And we thank you very much for being here. Thank you for your endorsement. You've seen how much it means to them. They've worked really hard, and they'll continue to work hard. Thank you so much to all our funders, to our partners. This has been an amazing journey, and it still continues. Now, as our guests make their way out, the winners will come to the front here. There will be questions for them by the media, so they'll be interacting with the media. And then, as for the rest, lunch will be served with the vouchers that you have. And then finally, for those who were asking, or who were saying that the story I gave earlier was not enough, cutting my head is not enough to contribute to the environment. Well, the only response I have to that is, if you've noticed, because you can see on the screen here, it's quite clear to see, I have a gap in my teeth, a pretty large gap. What that means is food doesn't get stuck. That means I don't use toothpicks. That means I save trees. There you go. So, for those who also attended the APC, you remember this, that you're confident that you can make a change on this continent. And if people ask you why, it's because you're competent. And it's because you have brilliant minds, and that's a compliment. Yes. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much for attending the Mombasa Plastic Prize Award and Celebration. My name is Yafasi Musoke. Winners will be here. The rest of us, we can proceed to have lunch. God bless you. DJ.
Winners, make your way to the front. Winning teams, make your way to the front.